Gaming has become much more normalized all throughout this world, being much less stigmatized compared to 10 or 20 years ago. Of course, there's always been its own cult community within every genre, especially in games like Grand Theft Auto, Need for Speed, Street Fighter, etc. But video games since then has only become more and more globally appreciated, which is a good thing. But I still do find myself questioning myself sometimes because I still find trouble after all of these years, even associating with some of the people within this community. And then I see posts like this, and this. And then I remember why I hesitate to even bring up video games in real life conversations, because it's still pretty clear that a lot of these people are still top tier weirdos. The type of weirdos that will actively bend backwards to find something to complain about. Like, bro, just play the damn game. You don't have to find a reason to not like this game if you don't want to play it. I cannot believe I'm saying this right now, but I don't know if it's some sort of humiliation fetish they have going on where they actively look for people to yell at them on the internet, but I am not indulging, bro. Clearly, not enough neurons are transmitting in your fucking brain. Take Spider-Man 2, for example. Very recent game. Just dropped like 2-3 weeks ago. I hope you guys are having fun with it or had fun with it. Question. Let's say you've got your hands on a game you've been waiting for after weeks, months, years. Now, bear with me. What will you be looking for in this game exactly? Is it the gameplay, the mechanics, or is it the graphics, the stellar visuals and art direction? Interesting. Very interesting. Now, what do you think was the first thing this person is looking for in Spider-Man 2? Who, by the way, I will not be mentioning their name because I will be having a word with them myself after class. Alright, take a wild guess. Look, the game ain't even out yet. It literally drops the day after the post was made. Take a guess. This nigga was looking at soda cans. What? This nigga was looking at fucking soda cans in Spider-Man 2. It's bad enough that you're looking for props that tiny in a video game. It is a video game where you will be spending 90% of it flying, nigga. You will see soda cans all but 3 times in the entirety of the game. And this is what you tweet about, bro. You probably aren't even able to see a soda can until after the first 15 minutes into the game where you're forced to actually play the game. Could you imagine this dude in a prologue? He thinking, I wonder if the soda can models still hold up in Spider-Man 2. I really enjoyed looking at them in Spider-Man 1. In a game where you can play as Peter Parker and Miles Morales, you are actively searching to see if soda cans have additional polygons to their model compared to the last installment. Clearly some niggas in dire need of reevaluation here, and I'm not talking about that fucking soda can. That's not even the worst, bro. The amount of people that will tirelessly go out of their way to cause some niche, worthless bug in the game and be like, this game is so broken, unplayable. I said this game is buggy. You can't play this game. It's glitchy. Look what just happened. Look at what this person is doing. Look at what this person is doing. How are you gonna go out of your way to break the game and be mad the game breaks? Y'all will literally find something to be mad about when you could just get a job. Walmart is always hiring, and I've never met a person that worked at Walmart and liked it. So if you're that much of a masochist to scavenge for things to be upset about, that might be a good start. Maybe even work at Arby's, nigga. They always got the meats, or whatever they be saying. A lot of people also get mad that games design the route that you're supposed to go in a specific way. Like, for example, the ladder that you're supposed to use being painted bright yellow. This is why. If they don't do that, you're gonna have guys like this biking in the goddamn train tracks. Like, how did we get here, bro? The mission objective has absolutely nothing to do with this, bro. You just, I swear y'all play like you need the game to shout at you like TSA agents.
I don't have to tell y'all this. You are not in preschool.
Let me dial it back a little. I'm not defending games that have bugs or glitches or models that could possibly render the entire game unplayable, or at least annoying to witness or play. Spider-Man 2 has its fair share of those, unfortunately. And we've had enough games like those in the past couple of years. What I'm saying is, none of this is that. You deliberately looked for some redundant nonsense to hyperfixate over, when you could have just played the game and you wouldn't have encountered it. Or, alternatively, this might sound crazy, I know. If you didn't like the game, you could have just not played it. I know, it's crazy, bro. For the past couple of years, video game developers have had an ongoing trend of releasing a bare bones, buggy, and unfinished mess of a game. I think it's given a lot of gamers intense PTSD to the point where if the game isn't buggy in the first 15 seconds, they're like, maybe I'm not looking hard enough, and stop trying to enjoy the game like everybody else and go glitch hunting. And then when you find it, you use it as an excuse for the rest of the game being bad. This can go both ways, because I feel like prior to like 2016, around there were entire communities, cultures centered around games and their glitches. San Andreas, Skyrim, Oblivion, pretty much any Bethesda game. The swing set glitch in GTA 4 was literally a cult classic. Everybody knew about it and was doing it, having the time of their lives. I hate to be that kind of person, but back then most people would encounter a glitch and just laugh it off. Like, wow. These voice actors redid their lines multiple times and the game kept all of the takes.
Incredible.
I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night. Wait a minute, let me do that one again. I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night.
Wow. That dead body just launched itself 50 meters across the sky. He must be having the time of his life.
Incredible.
Wow. This swing set just flung me across Liberty City at breakneck speed. No way! I'm probably going to die now. Wow. That nigga just no-clipped into the back rooms.
Incredible.
Wow, I can't talk about glitches without bringing up Skate 3. It is the entire reason the game was such a classic among players. I could talk about that game all day, to be honest. So it's very interesting to me because if it were to release nowadays, it'd warrant a completely different reaction. I think the reason is, after the mess of a release that was No Man's Sky, I noticed way more games releasing in that same state, more or less. And only more and more games releasing like this, to the point where if you were to expect a AAA game to release in a terribly unfinished state, you wouldn't even be in the wrong. If this were a way less frequent issue and didn't render games broken or unplayable, I think more people would just laugh it off. Like the bug that one guy forced out of the game where he jumped off the bike off the train tracks in Spider-Man 2. And I think this era of broken releases has left gamers so traumatized that if a game isn't immediately seen as bad or broken, they feel they need to take that brush and paint that picture themselves. It goes beyond bugs or glitches in that case. I don't know if you guys remember this, but following the release of Horizon Forbidden West, one Twitter user, who again will not be named, and also will see me after class, took the time to voice a complaint he had of the game. Now, I've been thinking of a funny way to tell you guys what he was mad about. I don't know how to tell you guys. He was mad that she had hair on her skin. What? Like every single human being has naturally, unless you have some sort of condition like alopecia. I don't know how to tell you this. He was mad she had hair, but he said she had a beard. I'm so serious. If that's a beard in this economy, your boy got a full beard in this motherfucker. But realistically, what he just proved with this tweet was that he hasn't been within 15 feet of a woman since he was spat out the pussy. He wasn't the only guy that was speaking out on this either, unfortunately. This tweet exists for some reason. It's a lot of things wrong with this tweet that, to be honest, I don't think we have enough time in this video to explore. Just know that it's men out there that are real life upset, because the better and more realistic graphics are in video games, the more women look like actual women. It's like if women were to be mad about every man in real life not looking like Duke Nukem. If you still weren't convinced gamers are too bored with themselves to play games and constantly want something to complain about, shit, well, first, you probably one of them. Second, these people literally get mad when games have diverse customization. Bro, this is the greatest example of all time. Bro literally created the character to get mad at the character. It's funny because in this exact game, you can create dragonborns, orcs, gnomes, drows, elves, but he was mad because you can create a human with vitiligo. A lot of these gamer people really just hate the fact that black people can see themselves in a game and have never been more proud to showcase that. I made a video on black hairstyles a while ago, and the amount of people that were typing up full blocks of text, full MLA formatted essays that my ass was not finna read, all because I said, damn, I kinda wish black people had more hairstyles. Some got cut to the chase and just typed N. That's it, he just typed N. He said, remember when the games were an escape from life and its concerns are literally just black people. If you didn't realize by now, Twitter is just full of dirty people, don't go there. Except me. In conclusion, dudes be like, Subway sucks, Subway sucks. Nigga, you made the sandwich!